He was the chief of police. He had a DUI charge before, and he had his 10-year-old daughter in the back seat when he crashed into a tree. Here is the footage.
So what happened, man?
We are literally camping on Quarry Island.
Uh-huh.
We woke up. We had to come here and get something.
Uh-huh.
We're just driving across the dam. And then all of a sudden, like, everybody's flying through here like weekend, like.
Uh-huh.
And so I just go off the road. Because of the road. Because like, just traffic's flying at me.
Yeah. I got you, bro.
Not trying to cut. I should have cut it harder.
Sorry, my computer's jacked.
I was not drinking.
166 County, I'm back today.
When I hit that tree, I started drinking.
Oh, okay. Why's that?
Because I was fucking stressed the fuck out.
Hey, dude, don't get an attitude with me. I'm just asking questions.
No, I'm as a brother. I'm saying, hey, dude, I was fucking stressed out. This looks bad.
Yeah. Especially, dude, you reek of alcohol, man.
I know.
You're slurring.
I know.
Yeah. Well, how much did you drink while you were sitting there, dude?
A whole crap load of vodka.
Frustrated and cornered, the chief offered a classic defense. He claimed he hadn't been drinking while driving, but that he only started drinking after he crashed his truck to calm his nerves. It's a bold gamble, but the forensics tell a different story.
Because right now, dude, it does not look great.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. I know that. My teeth are in my dang joints. Am I fucked?
I don't know, dude. Like, I gotta do the investigation, and because they were saying, dude, we got witnesses already saying that you were hitting guardrails and stuff back there.
Bullshit.
Well, I'm just saying that's what they're saying right now. So we got all these witnesses.
There wasn't anybody even behind me.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Watch his movements. If he had just started drinking minutes ago, his motor skills wouldn't be this dismantled. The stumbling, the slurred speech, and the inability to hold a line suggest that alcohol was in his system long before the impact.
I'm going to jail today.
Right now, probably, dude, to be honest. So we got all these people.
I drank the alcohol after I crashed.
I know, but we got witnesses saying otherwise. I mean...
What witnesses?
I
didn't see anybody.
Okay, well, maybe not, but we have enough witnesses to say otherwise. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, and maybe it would be different.
Why would I have been just rubbing the freaking rails?
Are you on any medication or anything like that?
At nighttime I'm on...
Were you drinking at the lake at all last night or anything?
Last night I drank at the cabins.
Do you have anyone that can come sit with her or something, like a girlfriend or like wife or her mom or anything?
My wife just got destroyed. Although I already had my life destroyed. Jesus Christ, I'm like right there. You want me to call her?
I think that would be best, man.
Are you going to arrest me or not?
I'll have to do some tests and stuff, Kurt. It'd be different if you called me beforehand, before you wrecked.
Well, here's the thing. I drank after I crashed.
Okay. Well, I still have to ask all the witnesses and everyone who came here. Where's the vodka bottle that you're drinking? Is it up there?
Vodka?
What? You said you chugged vodka after the crash.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm on the side of the road.
I'm not trying to pick on you, man. I got
No, you're not.
Today's my Friday. I don't want to do this.
No, you're not.
Come on. off. I got
My
one
life
more
is
week.
over.
I wouldn't say that, dude.
It is. I'm fucked.
Are you gonna perform some tests for me or no?
Tell me what to do.
What?
Tell me what to do.
Dude, I'm bound, man. Like, as a
I know you're bound as a true.
yeah, like, dude, we
As a
have,
brother, I mean,
dude, it's like, as far as, like, me, dude, we have, like, 6 cameras on, video, GPS, 2 GPSs.
I know one being recorded right now.
Yeah, I can't, I mean, all these guys are here. Like, I'm, like, I can't give you legal.
I'll do the test.
You will? Okay. I'll have to get on flat ground. I want to give you the best chance you can do, dude. I mean, I'll have to get on flat ground.
HGN's gonna be a little weird.
Yeah. Why? Is something wrong with your eyes or what?
Probably.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get on flat ground, and then we'll get a witness there, and then we'll give you a fair shake, and I'll get on as flat as possible. Okay.
All right.
And then we'll just hang tight, and we'll see if we can.
You may call her mom now.
Yeah, probably to come pick her up. What's her name and date of birth?
Chief Eric Tippett knew the forensics were against him, so he offered a desperate story. He claimed the vodka was consumed after the impact to steady his nerves. But as the deputy pressed him to take a field sobriety test, the chief persona finally cracked. Listen to the shift in his voice. He stops explaining and starts negotiating. He asks the deputy to help him with the situation, a coded plea for the kind of professional favor that usually happens behind closed doors. But in the age of the body cam, there are no favors. There is only
Do good on them,
the
dude. I mean,
record.
it's not like I'm gonna make stuff up.
Well,
I don't want to. Dude, today's my Friday. I don't want to do all this paperwork.
here's your mom's number.
Do you want any of those people call her that actually know her or no? Does it
Let's
matter?
do the test.
Okay. We can do the test first. I gotta find. Well, first, dude, this uphill is gonna jack with you. You gotta get flat.
We came back down.
Yeah.
They're all with her. They all know her.
Alright. Well, we're gonna back up and get on flat ground. Does that work for you?
I've got these fucking weird sandals on, but probably can still do what I need to do.
Okay. I like to do it on that dirt road that they're blocking off. That way we're not in the way. Let me get this. So, you're good. Oh, you're good. We're not getting out yet. Hey, Cindy, will you move your truck so I can get on this dirt road?
Matt,
What's up, buddy?
I'm not fucking up. We literally woke up and then we wanted to go get stuff to go back to the cabins right there on Wister.
Dude, I'm not arguing with. I'm not saying.
I mean,
that's
no.
not
What I'm saying
happened.
is like we woke up
Yeah.
and it's like, are you gonna get fucking plowed before you can go get your gear? We realized we were gonna stay another day.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, okay, we're gonna just hang out together, spend time with my daughter. That's all I got left. I lost Detective Sergeant. I lost $20,000 in pay. Shit. Whole bunch of hits, man. Whole bunch of hits.
Well, dude, maybe. Hopefully you crush this, dude, so we can both go home. I get off at 5 and I start my days off. I don't know.
HGN is not a crush.
Well, I'm just saying. Like, so, you've been arrested and you request to submit to the test or test to determine the presence or concentration of toxicants in your body. The test will be a breath test. If a blood test is performed, it will be done by approved medical personnel under Oklahoma law. Once you complete the state's test, you may have additional tests at your own expense. You are not entitled to consult with an attorney prior to making your decision to submit to the state's test. You may refuse the state's test, but as a consequence, your driving privileges will be revoked. or denied. If you are 21 years of age or older and the test result is 0.08 or more blood alcohol concentration, your driving privileges will be revoked or denied. If you are under the age of 21 and the test result is 0.02 or more alcohol concentration, your driving privileges will be revoked or denied. Will you take the state's test? It's up to you, man. I mean, but if you don't take it, you're going to be suspended. So it's either going to be blow and blow under, and it's the lesser of a charge, or it's up to you, man.
Let's go blow.
Okay. All right, I'm going to call for a record and stuff. Let's go ahead and have a seat, man.
Okay,
Let's walk around
behind here.
Yeah, so we're not. Yeah.
I want to see the mom.
She's coming, dude. I mean, we can't wait that long for her, dude. I'm not sure it's Delta 400 Grant.
Delta 400, go ahead.
Delta 400 Durant. I'm going to be 1015, signal 88. Will you assign me a time and crash number and then call the next record up, please?
Delta 400 was.
I can't. I mean, it's against the law to. I'm going to buckle you up, Kurt. You want the air?
I got it.
Okay. You want the air or anything? Are you hot, cold, or anything like
I
that?
want y'all to just be cool about this.
Dude, I'm trying.
I know you're. I know
mean-
you are. It's a one-car crash.
I know, but I mean, dude, I can't.
I was like, my cabin's right there.
Delta 400 Durant.
400, go ahead.
400 Durant. I'm going to be en route to LCDC for the state's test. Tribal police is going to stand by on the crash for the record to come pick it up.
If I blow under, what
Delta
happens?
400 was clear. You have starting mileage.
400 Durant starting mileage is going to be 4871. I say again, 4871. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
If I blow under, what
Delta
happens?
400 was clear.
Well, I won't charge you with DUI if you blow under.
Because I process this shit really fast.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Kurt, if you blow under, dude, I'll cite you for PI, and then I'll just take you home.
I lost my job, though, too. Man, my whole fucking life. Do you know what started all this?
The divorce, probably, maybe? I'm not sure, dude. Let me talk to Seven Star real quick, and then I'm all ears, bro. I'm not trying to be rude. I promise.
I know.
Hey, Seven Star.
After much frustration in trying to explain his way out of it, he attempted the field sobriety tests. He struggled significantly with the walk and turn and the one-leg stand. The deputy determined that Chief Tippett was too impaired to operate a vehicle safely. The post-accident defense didn't save Eric Tippett. The deputy's report was final. The chief was impaired, the accident was his fault, and the badge offered no immunity. He was charged with DUI and leaving the scene of an accident. But for a man who spent decades building a reputation in Arkema, the legal fees were the least of his worries. The real cost was the loss of his command. Shortly after this footage went public, Tippett resigned. The man who once sat at the head of the table was now a cautionary tale in the very files he used to manage. Accountability doesn't stop at the precinct doors. Power demands responsibility. When that line is crossed, the footage remains as the ultimate witness. What's your final verdict on this case? Tell us in the comments. This is GravefileTV.